Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're reviewing Folk CRM, a tool that's been gaining traction for being lightweight, intuitive, and a lot less intimidating than traditional CRM platforms. If you've ever struggled with bulky systems like Salesforce or even the free version of HubSpot, you'll know that managing relationships often feels more complicated than it should be. That's where Folk comes in. The platform has been called the notion of CRMs for its clean, spreadsheet-style interface and its emphasis on simplicity. But the real question is, does it live up to the hype? We're going to dig into Folk's background, explore its features, look at user experiences, weigh the pros and cons, break down its pricing, compare it to alternatives, and finish with a clear verdict on whether it's truly worth your time and money. Before diving in, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Everything I'm sharing today is based on credible sources, official documentation, and verified user reviews. Nothing here is sponsored or paid. This is a straightforward review meant to help you decide if Folk CRM is the right fit. To understand Folk CRM, we need to take a step back and look at its origins. Folk started life as an internal project called ContactX, built by eFounders, a startup studio in Europe known for developing productivity tools. The initial idea was to create a tool that could manage the endless streams of professional contacts in a way that didn't feel clunky or outdated. In 2020, the project evolved into what we now know as Folk CRM, marketed specifically as a lightweight, user-friendly alternative to larger CRMs. The goal wasn't to compete head-to-head with Salesforce or Zoho, but rather to offer something that felt approachable for individuals, freelancers, and small teams who didn't want to wrestle with an enterprise-level solution. This positioning has allowed Folk to carve out a niche as a CRM for the rest of us, a product that prioritizes usability and design over raw complexity. Now let's get into the features, which are really where Folk begins to shine. At its core, Folk looks and feels like a spreadsheet. If you've ever used Google Sheets or Notion, you'll immediately feel at home. This isn't just for aesthetics. It's a deliberate design choice to make relationship management intuitive. One standout feature is its Chrome extension, which lets you import contacts directly from platforms like LinkedIn, Gmail, or X. Once imported, Folk enriches the contact data with useful details like emails, company names, and job titles, significantly cutting down on manual input. Another unique aspect is what Folk calls magic fields. These are AI-powered custom fields that can automatically clean up your data, generate personalized email snippets, or fill in missing details, making outreach more efficient. Folk also includes the ability to create email campaigns directly within the platform. This isn't just basic mail merge, it allows for sequenced outreach, tracking, and personalized messaging. While not as advanced as dedicated email marketing tools, it's more than enough for small teams trying to nurture leads or maintain relationships. And with Zapier support in a developing API, Folk connects to a growing list of external tools. The trade-off is that its automation capabilities are still more limited compared to something like Pipedrive or HubSpot. But for its target audience, the balance of simplicity and functionality is compelling. Moving on to user experience, this is where Folk consistently gets high marks. On platforms like G2, users describe Folk as refreshingly simple. One reviewer noted that it did exactly what they needed without any of the clutter they'd experienced in other CRMs. Another praised the Chrome extension for how seamlessly it pulled in LinkedIn contacts, preventing headaches during outreach campaigns. Over on Capterra, multiple users mentioned how smooth the onboarding process was and how quick it was to get started. This is the stark contrast to many larger CRMs, where setup can feel like a full project in itself. Customer support also stands out in user feedback. Many reviews highlight how responsive and personalized the support team is, with users describing it as one of the best experiences they've had with a SaaS company. And the product itself isn't standing still. According to updates from the Folk team, they've rolled out improvements to reporting, enhanced email tracking, and better pipeline management, all based on user feedback. This active development reassures users that the platform is evolving rather than stagnating, which is often a concern with niche CRMs. Of course, no tool is perfect, and Folk CRM has both strengths and weaknesses. The pros are clear. It's easy to use, quick to learn, and doesn't bury you under unnecessary features. The contact enrichment tools are genuinely helpful, saving users from hours of manual entry. But the cons matter too. Folk doesn't yet offer advanced CRM features like lead scoring, complex automation workflows, or deep analytics. Its reporting, while improved, still feels basic compared to larger competitors. Integration is another area where Folk lags behind. While Zapier helps fill some gaps, native integrations are limited. And according to some Reddit users, Folk can feel too simple for businesses that expect to grow rapidly. These limitations don't necessarily make it a bad product, they simply mean that Folk is best suited to a specific audience. Now let's break down the pricing. The standard plan costs $20 per user per month if billed annually, or $25 on a monthly basis. This plan includes pipelines, email campaigns, enrichment, magic fields, the Chrome extension, and basic integrations like email and calendar sync. The premium plan costs $40 per user per month annually, or $50 monthly, and adds advanced features like deals, dashboards, email sequences, and API access. Finally, for larger teams, there's a custom plan starting at $80 per user per month, which comes with higher usage limits, custom objects, and dedicated support. Folk's sweet spot is offering enough features for small teams at a fraction of the cost. The real value lies in its balance. It isn't overloaded with features you'll never use, and it doesn't lock essential tools behind enterprise-only paywalls. No CRM exists in a vacuum, so let's see how Folk compares. Copper CRM is often considered a competitor, especially for businesses already embedded in Google Workspace, because of its tight integration with Gmail and Calendar. Pipedrive, meanwhile, is favored for its powerful sales pipeline management and forecasting capabilities. HubSpot is the giant in the space, offering not only CRM features but also marketing, sales, and service hubs, though it comes at a steeper price. Interestingly, on Reddit, some users compared Folk to Attio. They found Folk to be easier to set up, but Attio offers more scalability with graph-based contact management and stronger APIs. This means if you're planning to stay small, Folk may be the better option, but if you're thinking about complex workflows in the future, Attio might be worth considering. Ultimately, the comparison shows that Folk's strength lies in its accessibility and ease of use, while competitors often win in areas of automation and scaling. So is Folk CRM any good? The answer is yes, with a big emphasis on who it's for. Folk is excellent for freelancers, solopreneurs, and small teams who want something approachable, clean, and affordable. It strips away the complexity of traditional CRMs and replaces it with a tool that feels familiar, almost like using a spreadsheet but with smarter built-in functionality. For anyone still managing contacts in Excel or Notion, Folk is a clear upgrade. However, it's important to recognize its limitations. If your business requires advanced automation, deep reporting, or a wide array of integrations, Folk may not keep up. In those cases, a more robust CRM like HubSpot, Pipedrive, or even Attio could be a better fit. My verdict is this. Folk CRM is a fantastic choice for small, relationship-driven teams who want to get organized without getting overwhelmed. It won't replace enterprise-grade CRMs, but it's not trying to. Instead, it succeeds by being exactly what it sets out to be. A lightweight, intuitive CRM that actually makes managing relationships easier. And that would be all for today's review video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.